Hey everybody, what's up? So as you all know, there are so many new products at the drugstore right now, and I just don't even know where to start with reviews. So today I thought it would be really fun to just kind of crack into these products and give you my first impressions, give you some thoughts on them. Not full reviews, but just little tiny mini reviews, I guess you could say. And I was actually requested to do this video. I thought it was a great idea. I've done a lot of these in the past, and yeah, so here we go. Alright, so let's get started. I'm first going to prep my lips with some lip balm. This is the First Aid Beauty one. It's so good, you guys. I've used up like half the tube already. I don't know if you can tell, but this stuff is legit. Alright, so for primer, I have a couple options. These are all Maybelline primers, and they're called New Master Prime by Face Studio. They all do different things, and I haven't used them yet, so I don't know which one to choose. This one is Blur and Illuminate. This one is Blur and Smooth. And then this one is Blur plus Redness Control. So I think I'm going to try the illuminating one just for fun. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, kind of a lotion texture. Kind of got like an iridescent pearly shine to it. Can you guys see? Like this actually has kind of a pearly finish. So that's cool. I have a Laura Geller primer that does that kind of effect. I'm just going to read a couple claims for you guys. This says it visually blurs tone imperfections and smooths skin surface, prime skin for an illuminated start, lightweight non-oily formula, does not clog pores. You can wear this alone or under makeup, it says, and I don't really notice it blurring pores or anything, but it is really lightweight. It doesn't feel like I have primer on. And it does illuminate. I mean, you guys saw this. It's pretty shiny. For foundation, I'm using my Makeup Forever HD. This is my Holy Grail foundation. I love this stuff. And this is the shade 110 and 115. I'm going to mix them together. And you guys have seen me do this a bunch of times, so I'm actually going to skip over this step. Okay, so that's foundation done. Now moving on to concealer. This is a brand new one from Maybelline. It's called Master Conceal by Face Studio, and my shade is Fair. They had a bunch of other shades. I posted them on my Instagram, so check that out. I'm so happy they made a fair shade because I never have luck with like Maybelline concealers or foundation, so hopefully this one works out. So it looks a little bit yellow toned. Actually, it looks a lot yellow toned, but I don't know, maybe we'll just work with it. Let's just work with it. I can always correct it with another concealer, so I don't know, let's just go for it. I'm going to only put a little bit. So I feel like that actually did a pretty good job at brightening up my skin, and it doesn't really look too yellow. So I do really like the Age Rewind concealers by Maybelline, but that's the only ones I've ever liked. I never liked the Fit Me because they don't make a shade for my skin tone in the Fit Me line. Also, I'm taking a little bit of my Laura Geller Balance and Brighten. I like to take this on my eyes, specifically underneath my eye area, to set my concealer because this is like the nicest finely milled pressed powder. Like this is so worth the money, and I've had it for a long time and I've barely made a dent into it. It used to be like a little bit domed because it's a baked product, and I just really like this stuff. It's great for setting concealer. I'm going in with my new Covergirl Quads. I don't know the official name of this. Let's see. It just says Quad, Covergirl Quad. This is a really beautiful kind of cool tone quad, and I love this one for that reason. It's called Notice Me, but they also have two other shades. This one right here is called Go for the Gold. It's really pretty, more warm toned. And then this one right here has like some pink mauve tones to it, and it's called Blooming Blushes. So there's all of those put together, and today I'm going to go for Notice Me just because I have been dying to try this out and it looks so pretty. I've heard a lot of good things about these and I'm just really excited to use it. This looks like it has a little bit of a pearly finish to it, a little tiny bit. It's nothing extremely shimmery, it's just a tiny bit pearly. Now I'm going to go into this sparkly taupe shade right here just with the flat shader brush. Okay, so the texture on these shadows is a little bit soft. I think that my finger might work better, so I'm going to go into it with my finger. It's kind of hard to like really get in there though because each shadow is really small, but I'll make it work. Let's just, ooh, it's so pretty. It looks like Bad to the Bronze kind of. Oh yeah, fingers definitely are working better because the texture of the shadow is just so soft that the brushes just kind of make a mess. So I think you're going to want to use your fingers with this. I'm just going to take this more matte looking shadow on a fluffy blending brush. This is a Morphe brush in and above my crease. I really like that they at least included one shadow in here that is matte. It's not extremely matte, but it's like maybe I guess the satin finish, this one right here. And then this is a very, very deep shade, so I'm not going to use it on my actual like eyelids, but I'm going to try it as a liner with a pencil brush. And this one has, it looks like it's a black, but with purple glitters in it. It has like actual sparkle, and it's the only one in this quad that has sparkle in it. I actually really enjoy this palette. It's actually pretty pigmented. It does have fallout. I mean, I have to admit it does have a lot of fallout, but if you use your fingers and if you're kind of like, if you take your time with it, I think it'll work out for you. And to brighten things up a bit, I'm taking the Physicians Formula Extreme Shimmer Eyeshadow Palette for nude eyes. I have a full review on this, so I will link that down below. I'm just going to take this really beautiful kind of pewter shade, this like silvery gray, and I'm going to pop this right here. I think that this will be great for holiday looks. I plan on doing so many things with this palette, and I found mine at Ulta. It was like $12, so a little pricey, but I mean, for all the colors that you get in here, I think it's actually worth it because you get so many different beautiful kind of metallic finish shadows. Maybelline just came out with this new Master Graphic by Eye Studio liquid marker eyeliner. So this is a triangular tip liner, and I haven't used it. It's brand new. So there's what that tip looks like. It is very angled, kind of like an angled liner brush. I'm gonna close my eyes. Wow, this is actually really nice. I love to use angled liner brushes, so this is pretty much like the same concept but in a marker. It is a little tricky to get in the inner corners, however, because it's quite thick. This marker kind of has a shiny finish to it, and I don't really like that with my liner. I want it to be like really black and really inky. So I'm just gonna go over what I already put on. I just feel like I can get much more precise with an angled brush. Okay, so I'm back. I added some falsies and some mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal, my holy grail. The falsies are from MUFE, and they're, I forget what number, so I'm going to link them in the description. Now I want to move on to bronzer and blush. I can't even tell you guys how excited I am about these. They are from Physicians Formula's new Argan Wear line. They have a bunch of new products. I posted a picture on my Instagram and on Twitter. They have an argan oil that I have been using and I really like it. And they also have these products right here, which also contain argan oil. So this is a bronzer. Okay, so here's the bronzer in all its beautiful glory. It's so pretty. I have to say though that this is heavily fragranced. I can smell it from here. It smells like my grandpa's shaving cream, so I'm really not digging that fragrance. So I can actually see a lot of golden glitter coming onto my brush. So okay, it's just an overspray. It's coming off as I'm rubbing my brush into it, and I'm just blending this out with a Real Techniques blush brush. It's really hard to kind of get just a bronzed look with this because the shimmer, I mean, it looks pretty, but it is shimmery. It's not a matte bronzer. And it actually is creamy. Like when you touch it, it feels like a soft product, and it's actually really nice. Like I actually really like the formula of this bronzer so far, but I was kind of annoyed by that overspray. Like why did they even have to put it there, you know, because it's not going to be like this probably by the next time I use it. And now I'm going to go for the Argan Wear blush. This is in the shade Natural, so it's the lighter one. I also have the other shade, which is Rose, and it's a little bit deeper, but today I'm going to go with this one. I actually really like the mixture of colors. You have like this bright coral red shade, a light pink, and then a dark pink, so it's kind of cool. It gives you like a mixture of colors. And once again, I'm just going to blend this out with my Real Techniques blush brush. That was actually a really strong color, and I barely applied any of that blush, so if you're fair like me, definitely use a light hand with this because it's super pigmented. And I don't know if you guys can see all that gold shine, but this stuff, like this glitter is actually really strong, so just be aware of that. Like the first couple times you use those products, you're gonna probably get glitter everywhere. Alright, for brows, I'm gonna start off by underlining my brows with Anastasia Dip Brow. This is in Auburn. It just makes it look a little bit more crisp and clean. Okay, so that's it for Dip Brow. I just kind of use it to outline my brows. As you can see, it's nothing like extreme. Well, to me, it's not anyway. And I'm gonna fill them in with this new brow pencil by Maybelline. This is the Brow Precise by Eye Studio Shaping Sharpenable Pencil, and this is in the shade Auburn. They had tons of shades to choose from. They had like a dark brown, blonde, medium brown. They had a lot to choose from, and the other end has a spoolie on it, so I was just really intrigued to try this. And first I'm just going to use the spoolie. So happy they have this at the end of this pencil. It makes it so convenient. So here's what the color looks like swatched, and here's what it looks like in my brow. I actually really like this color match. I think it's nice. This pencil does feel a little bit waxy though, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna like it. Like I'm not sure how it's gonna wear throughout the day. it feels a little bit heavy on my brows, and my brow wiz doesn't feel like that. For lipstick today, I'm gonna go with something from Maybelline's new Rebel Bloom collection. These lipsticks have beautiful colors, like so. I just love these colors in this collection. I can already tell you guys I'm super excited about it. One of the colors I've really been eyeing lately is this one called Hibiscus Pop. Alright, so I layered this a couple times, and it's actually really light. I thought it was going to be more true to the tube. It's like the same color, but it's not as vibrant as it looks in the lipstick. So I do really like this color, but I want to show you another new lipstick at the drugstore right now, and it's from Covergirl. I have to say this lipstick is really creamy and super pigmented. I am so impressed with the pigmentation. It reminds me a lot of the Lip Perfection lipsticks by Covergirl, which I love. I have to say this is pretty awesome, and it's really bold. It's true to the tube. So I'm gonna do a quick swatch for you guys of this as well, and just so you can see, like, it's seriously pigmented. Alright guys, so that's it for this get ready with me using new drugstore makeup products. Please comment down below and let me know what you want to see reviews on first. Also make sure to check the description because I will link down below every single product and tool that I used in this video, as well as any reviews that I may have already done on some products, so because I already have reviewed a few of these things. Also make sure to comment and let me know if you guys have tried any of this stuff because I would love to hear from you all, and as always, thank you so much for watching.